I was gonna try to do a little something with the Gokale Alexander Psoas Release Party. Let's see what I can do here. I don't know, I just like handling this sword. It's possible to get you in the right position if I hand you this sword. I'm not going to go into too much how to hold it or anything, but if you hold it kind of like that, it wants to put you in the right position. What Esther Gokhale is talking about, if you look at, I know I got some stuff on Dropbox I can send you, just kind of shortens her book, 8 Steps to a Pain-Free Back. If you look at Aboriginals, they don't have any back pain, like 0.001% of them have back pain. With Westerners, it's 60, 70%, 80% during their life. During their life, they have none, basically. Their shoulders are really back. Their shoulders are not slumped. They have this kind of proud-looking, upright gait, and their butts stick out. Our butts don't stick out. We look like we're a dog with a tail between our legs. We're tucking in our butt, and our shoulders are kind of like this. So Esther Gokhale, she got this whole thing to get you there, but essentially, it's the shoulders are kind of back. You can't do this and have this posture, and then there's just a release. You're just looking for a release of the hips backwards. You can't arch your back backwards. I've tried to do that for years, People talked about this, and I didn't understand it for years. I tried to arch my back. You can't do that. You're worse off. But somehow if you can affect a release, maybe it's easier to see this way. And just standing like this, I'm affecting this release. If I'm letting my hip go with that back leg, there's a release. That's I kind of force myself into it a little bit. Just taking this posture. One of the best things you can do is, and we use it in Alexander a lot, and Psoas Release Party recommends it too. It's called constructive rest. You just lay on the floor. In Alexander, we put a little book about this thick under our head. We just bring up our knees to where they're really balanced. If they're too close together, they go like that. If they're too wide, they go like that. But they're just right. If they're just far enough away from your hips, they just rest nice. And then you're there, and what you're kind of looking for at that point is you're looking for your neck to drop toward the floor. But really, we're really after this lower back to drop on the floor, but more than that, just any place on your back where there's tension, your attention goes there, and you're just laying there doing nothing, breathing, or there's movements you can do too, but I just usually lay there and do nothing and just go, wow, that's tense, wow, that's tense. But then you want to release the psoas muscle, but that's the best way to do it, is just to lay there and get in touch with the tension and just soften. And that lower back, it won't release if that psoas is tight. It won't go to the floor. If that lower back goes to the floor, it's because your psoas muscles have loosened up. Your psoas muscles have a tendency to store emotional trauma from early in your life, or even some physical trauma. But it's also just bad habits, man. You just get in the habit of walking around like this, and it's just a habit. And just learning how to release. She has this thing called glide walking, and you glide walk when you leave off of this step. You just let that hip release back. So any of those things you can use to let that hip release back. And I don't know, when you're holding this sword like this, you can't slump. You can't slump. You've got to. That's why I like holding this sword, just standing here. I don't care. You hold this sword and you're standing right. You want your back to look kind of like this. This is the front. And most of us, it's more like that. as the front. Went like that. You just want a little, I always talk about forwardness. There's just a little forwardness. But most people got all this backwardness. They're just kind of like hiding from life. They're backing up. Shambhala, we say, going forward, going toward your life. And there's this little release down here. If you release that thing open, it starts to work like it's supposed to work. It's like a bar with a wire to it that's like kind of a pulley. I call it pulley, but it's like a crane. And this should be a crane where the pulley is your psoas and your hips are a little forward, and then the pulley system's working, and then this is the base for everything, and everything else in your back is a pulley system too. But if this pulley system's not working, you got no chance. It's just, you have no chance. And usually Alexander work from the top up, which I think is excellent, but I'm going to give credit to Robert Rickheimer, who's an Alexander teacher, who's been teaching that it all starts here. So you can go either way. You can go from here to here. At some point you got to get here and go that way. You have to. And in Alexander we do. They start here, and it makes perfect sense to start here, but you can also work here. You can work both ways. This is not exactly Alexander, but to me, you put the two together. I did a lot of Alexander, and I never got a lot of stuff. I was ignorant so many ways, but through working with the Gokale method and the Psoas Release, then it all came together for me. So I don't know. I use them all. There's 3 different ways to do that release. Glide walking. Read the book, 8 Steps to a Pain-Free Back. Read Psoas Release Party by Fitzgordon. He's brilliant. He explains it all. They both do. Alexander's fantastic. Nothing is greater than Alexander, but it doesn't hurt to get another way of explaining it to you, because it's somehow easy to miss, man. For a year, I did a lot of Alexander, but I did not appreciate how much, we talk all the time, Alexander, all the time, how much the shoulders need to gently go this way, which is that openness. But I just didn't realize what a big difference it made when you really did it. It just makes all the difference. And I never did do it, I just kept a lot of tension. I got a lot, well, whatever. There's something about this thing, man. It's like, I don't know. You can't be a sloucher around here. You just can't do it. Especially if somebody else is standing over there ready to kill you with one blow. You just can't be a sloucher. You gotta try to find it. And to move well. My feet don't cross. My feet kind of stay. Front stays in front, back stays in back. To do this, your hips gotta be working, you can't do it if your hips are like this. You can't, you're not, you're really sloppy and slow. So I don't know, I like the sword for learning this. All the ways of learning, almost anything really, but meditation, riding a horse, you can't touch it. It's the greatest thing there is for learning this stuff. You learn it in 5 minutes or you get off the horse, one or the other. Because it just beats you to death if you don't have your hips right. Where you can ride, you're dead. It's just going to pound you. It's too painful. But it's everything on the horse, everything's got to be loose and upright and balanced, or you're off, the horse is going to get rid of you. Anyway, that's a little dab of it.